One of the topics that I wanted to present to you, my love, was there was recently some chatter about you and your business dealings or none thereof um, with a previous associate. And I heard it and it gave me an earache. And I just wanted if you could briefly just chat about just one or two things that are just really mistruths, because if a lie is spread long enough, it starts to be believed as truth even by the liar. So, is there anything that you want to share on that, honey?
Um, I have never watched anything that person had to say. I have never watched any of their, any interviews they did, anything they have ever said. I have never watched it. People have contacted me and you have informed me on things that the person have said. Um, it's just like when I went on Bag Fuel, I was so diplomatic with it, and I told what I wanted to say and express on Bag Fuel with the brothers. It was so much to that I didn't say. And at this point, I still feel that way. But I want to address this one time and one time, and leave this alone. When I met that brother, he was not the person you see right now. We know, and those know that he was in a disparaging situation. The reason that, a part of the reason why I never asked him for no money or never looked for no money from him is because I wanted him to win. I took him in as a brother. There was no business. I took him in and put him under my wing as a brother. Now, I don't ever brag and I don't ever talk trash, but when he met me, I was driving a $150,000 car, which I drive a $200,000 car now. But when he met me, I was driving a $150,000 car. I ushered him everywhere to different places that he needs to go, and people know that's the truth that's out there that would see us together. If I was just to let someone in my car to ride, besides me being an officer armed, you know how much money it costs to step in my car, to sit in my car?
I do the billing, I do.
Do you know how much money it costs to call me and hire me for security?
Mm.
So again, this goes beyond the show. I wanted my brother to win. So to hear that he made a comment about, oh, you wanted me to stop what I'm doing and pull you up to me. Are we sounding ridiculous? Or are you just joking? Or are we playing a funny game? Because what did I do for you for the past 3.5, 4 years prior? You know who we are. I run a multi-million dollar operation. I employ hundreds and have employed thousands of men. So who actually paused their lifestyle? Who actually paused who they was to help pull you up? Let the lies stop. You know what I'm saying? Let the lies stop. And you could never throw me an alley-oop.
Mm.
I am the game. You can never throw me an alley-oop. Again, let's make no mistake about what this is. The man is sitting in the room right now, and he will have to say yay or nay to this. What all started it was, again, God speaks to me. It's certain things that I know that I see and I know the whole future of, because that's just a gift that I've had. So when we started shooting the show, which I never wanted to come in, Space Ghost know that he used to see me drop that man off, pick him up, and never come in that shop the whole time they started that. I never wanted a part of it. When he asked me continuously and continuously and continuously to come in as a brother, I came in. When I seen the setup and I started talking, we became successful and we became a hit like NWA. And I was good with that. I wanted my brother to win because the situation that I saw him in, you know what I'm saying? I felt some type of way about. You know what I'm saying? How can I be your friend, you know what I'm saying, or be a brother to you, and you here and I'm here? That don't work for me. You know what I'm saying? I wanted him to win. I wanted him to become successful at that time. So as we did get to become successful and gain success, I looked over and I saw this gentleman sitting right here. It was certain things about him to this day that I respect and I know and I see beyond the man might have in his closet. 10 black sweatpants, 10 black t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? 10 black pairs of sneakers. That tells me a lot about a person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I saw attributes in him that spoke very loud to me right away, even though I might have never mentioned any of this to him. And God told me that this was going to be the guy that you will branch off, not leaving his thing, network with, and we make this whole thing bigger. I used to take the man home after the show. After I swept and cleaned up and threw out the trash and did all of this, mind you, that I wasn't getting paid for, I also took the man home. So when I used to take him home, of course we had conversations. And I told him and I mentioned to him my dreams and aspirations of the throne room and what I already had in my head prior to any of that anyway. I had always, I had this in my head many years ago when I first started watching YouTube.
Actually, you was on the public access channel.
I was on the public access channel.
Which everybody was once
so
upon a
many
time.
years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
they probably gonna run it like, yes, I used to be on the public access channel, had my own show on there. Akibaland Consciousness, look it up. So I will have good conversations with the brother and tell him, what my vision was and what I could see this going in a whole for all of us. I don't know if you remember this, Space, but I'm gonna tell you where it all went left. So one day after the show, I was inside the bathroom and Space decided to tell Math, hey, I'm gonna shoot a show with Bigga. I want to, help him with his platform, help him set off a platform. So when I came out the bathroom, the brother said to me, Bigga, you trying to take Space? You trying to take Space Ghost? And I said, whoa, 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 what are you talking about? Take? How could I take him? You know what I'm saying? If we all supposed to be family and you supposed to be my brother, how could I take him? Now, do I want to work with him? Do I want to utilize him? Do I want us to make something, together bigger? Yes, of course. He turned to Space and said, I don't want you working with nobody else. I got to come up with some NBA clause or something like that. Your exact words to him, I don't want to work with nobody else. But we're not talking about nobody else. We talking about Bigga.
Mm.
His attitude towards me changed that day. You know what I'm saying? You know how much I know it changed? Did you ever ride with me home again?
After that, I don't think.
He started paying for your cab. Save, and now how much money in the cab was it costing to go at least $60, $70 to go to where you lived almost upstate? So from going from Harlem, that cab was costing at least 60, 70. He rather took that loss and started putting him in the cab to get him away from me. That's how deep that situation went. Now, I took that and I noticed that. And, I'm like, this brother think that, like he don't understand that I'm here for him. He don't understand that, how, you looking at this one-minded. Oh, he said to me one more thing. He said, all of that content got to come on my channel. Now, I didn't know anything about the YouTube business, or I didn't know anything about this, but I know this much business. What the hell are you talking about? Space said to me, to the side, after he said that, no, Bigga, no, don't let that happen. The content can't come on his channel. You have to get your own channel. He didn't have to tell me that because, again, we're high business people. So I already knew when you said that. What are you saying? Again, I let that go, but I could see that did something to him. It was a shift right then and there. When the whole Space and Esso and Heineken thing happened, that's what made him so mad. Because he was so busy trying to block me and trying to look in my direction, he didn't realize they was already shooting the show with Space. Which I had told him prior I wanted to do the whole entire time. Not like I didn't tell him the whole time, bro, I want to shoot a show. You know what I'm saying? I have the bigger picture in my mind.
One of the things that I found a little disturbing was there was the talk that there was an actual contract.
All right, so let's get this straight. You know what I'm saying? If there was a contract, produce it. Show the contract. Or maybe you're going to show the contract like you showed the fake receipts. Oh, let's pause. Let me show something right now. You want to show the contract like you showed, guys. I didn't see none of these shows, but you said he went on and showed some receipts as if he paid me, correct?
I think it was a screenshot,
A screenshot
of a Cash App.
of a Cash App. So did you see that? Did you see that screenshot? Okay.
And it came out to about.
It came out to about Zach. You see, so what the brother doesn't realize, and what he obviously somehow blocked out in the Cash App, I want you to pass this. Can you come? Yeah. Let Space get that. Look at that on the camera. Let the camera see that. Since we want to show fake receipts. You know what I'm saying? What does that happen? Scroll through all of them. What does it say?
It says security.
You see, he was too slick for his own good. He put security on each and every one, which he should have. How is that paying me when I was underpaying already for the security? Now, Being that
Just share with the people, honey, what was the level of security that you were providing? Because I don't want the kingdom to be under the impression that that was your per diem for security.
there were police officers
That was
that's
under.
under me that worked for me in our business. And I was charging the bottom rate that I gave them. They made a deal with me to do it for me as a favor. And I gave them directly what he was charging, what I was charging him, which was in the bills. You want to show text messages of mine? Like, do you know how many text messages I can expose? You wrote the bill. So what was the big for the armed officer, which was the cop, for the unarmed? Exactly what I paid the men.
Right.
Are we not now in tax debt because of that?
Absolutely.
So not only that, as I explained on back fuel, I'm in tax debt because you put it in the Cash App. And you put security, tax security on each and every one. So what fake receipts are you showing? So what fake contract are you going to show? See, let's be real. If you can't be real with yourself, you can't be real with nobody else. I was good to him. Was there at his defense anytime. Would have gladly stepped in front of danger to protect him. For him to ever go in front of any of these cameras and try to shame me is shameful.
And I believe you made that very clear.
Do I need to play the song? Bigga got the shooters surrounding me like the president. Yeah, I don't have to play it?
No, you
I don't have to play it? I don't have to play
You
it.
don't have to play it.
Bigga got the shooters surrounding me like the president. How could you ever speak against me? I didn't go on bad fuel and say nothing wrong. I said the truth, and it goes deeper than that.
I thought you handled, I think
Very
those brothers,
diplomatically.
you know, shout out to those brothers
Shout
too,
out.
Heineken and Mecca. I think you handled it with a lot of grace. And I think even now you continue to handle it with
I
a lot
am.
of grace.
But I want the people to understand a few things. So, when did it really start going down the hill? I told you at that moment that Space said that to him. Am I lying about anything with that situation, Space? Didn't it happen like that?
Yeah. I don't know if that was his intention afterwards, but it seemed like.
Yes, okay. So, he said I was getting money, right? He said that, it's my illusion that, or something that the fact is that I was getting money. So maybe he's talking about, you know what I'm saying? I did personal protection, put cops with. How much did we charge?
I would have to go to the books.
Let's just say this. All right, so I won't say the number that we was charging. The amount that I charged just enough to pay the officers and to pay the taxes.
Right, but there wasn't a profit.
There was no profit. I know how much an armed officer costs. He know how much he's paying for the current police he have right now, and it wasn't the price that I was giving him. So that was a favor too. So what are you talking about? I got money with you. I ain't getting no money with you. I never promoted my company. I think one time on the show I said something about when we was doing Homeboy Police, that for, a small fee, you could get, real security. You could call me up and have real security. I think I said that one time on the show. I didn't go on that show promoting our company, up front every time the camera went on. I didn't do that. So it definitely wasn't that. And the other only person and the artist, I didn't do that either. I didn't do every artist that came near Space. Did you see me in front of the artist? Hey, I got my own company. I could put the cops with you, blah, blah, blah. Did you ever see me do that? Never. Now, it was one other rapper that he put me on to security with. And we all know how that worked out. And for those that don't know how that worked out, the brother ended up borrowing a large sum of money from me. Ended up borrowing a large sum of money from me and pretty much took off.
Pew.
So is he talking about that situation? But let's talk about that situation. I'm not mentioning that brother's name because his father is a comrade to me.
Mm.
But let's talk about that situation. It all started going really to the left for me and it was over. Did y'all not notice I wasn't at the BET Awards? Did you not notice I wasn't on the red carpet?
I know there was some questions about where you were. Your presence was missed.
Exactly. Now, how could there have been a red carpet with the show when I was the elder on the show out of everyone there? I was there before the cameraman, before every co-host that was there, before everyone. So how was there possible for me not to be on the red carpet? So one day we had a show and it was that week.
I want to go back to that. There was a comment made about excusing your absence for that day.
I'm going to get to that. So one day we had a show. The show was on like a Monday, I believe.
Mm.
So when the show was over, the person says to me after the show, we standing outside, which we never communicated no more. We wasn't riding side by side shotgun how we used to. He avoided me, until it was time to shoot the show. And then when the show was over, he would leave, go his separate way, So this day, after the show was over, he says to me, "Hey, what you doing Thursday?" I said, "I don't, know what's up. You tell me." You know what I'm saying? He said, can you go out of town for a couple of days maybe? So I'm like, well, actually my son's graduation is Thursday. But what I probably could do is, after the graduation, leave out. So he said, oh, so maybe Thursday night. You know what I'm saying? I said, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Thursday night, Friday morning, I could, come to wherever you at. Not telling me what it was for, So I said, yeah, that's, something. So now, fast forward, Thursday come, the graduation was over super early.
They got us out.
Soon as the graduation was over, again, want to show text messages, I immediately hit them and said, oh, the graduation is over. They hadn't even left yet. I said, the graduation is over. I could go, with you wherever you need me to go with you. I could travel, I could go. I didn't get no response. Fast forward later, we know what that really was. It was the red carpet, BET, the most prestige thing that, of course I would have wanted to be there. Of course I felt like you even being there, I had a part to do with that because I'm the one, I've been there before everybody on the show. At that team that was made up. I was there before Heineken and Esso. So, of course, when I saw that, I was hurt. I was deeply hurt. You know how I did see the clip on the video. I was hurt in my heart. I was hurt. Yeah, I was hurt. It hurt me. That's how I felt. I'm looking, he on the red carpet? And I'm not there? So I said, I didn't know, I wondered, why would he do that to me? So, of course, I begin to think that, you know, I just knew I was hurt. I expressed it to you that was like a boulder that I knew I didn't want to wear no more. Like you have now. Another thing that used to happen on the show, my seat was never really solidified. Another thing Space Ghost could account for. Anytime he could move me out the seat, would he not move me out the seat? Say yes so the people can hear. Let's tell the truth.
I don't know. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, how many times did I come there and the guests would you have it set up? Oh, not a chair for Bigga, or I need you to sit in on the side, Bigga. Come on now. The shows are out there. When I'm sitting on the side, what I'm doing sitting on the side? So I was already tolerating so much disrespect as the time went on. And I kept taking it, hoping that my brother would do better, be better, recognize who I am to you, but it wasn't happening, you know. The part that about, and you told me I was wrong for this, you told me that he took high offense to it, but I didn't do it in that way. One day when we was talking about the show, I said to him a comment, no matter who you are, big a star. You told me that hurt him. And he translated that as I'm saying I'm the cause of the show and everything else and all of that stuff like that. It's not what I was saying to him. But yes, I'm saying to him, no matter who you are, bigger star.
Mm-hmm.
And that means that utilize what's in front of you, which he didn't utilize, he used. It's a difference out there, people, between using and utilizing. So he didn't utilize, he used me. So.
But the good thing is, despite all of that, our company grew.
Not through him?
It hadn't. Yeah, let me finish.
Oh.
Despite all of that, our company grew. And it wasn't because, of that platform at all. We've been servicing New York. We are one of the few and only Black-owned security companies in New York City. We take the contracts that the larger companies run and tremble in fear from. And we have established a reputation of consistency, professionalism, and diligence that can't be compromised in any way, shape, or form. So when he says you was getting money, you're correct. And it had nothing to do with that platform. And this is the last time we're going to talk about this because
it's a couple things, parts I need to finish.
Talking about this too much.
That's why some information shouldn't be shared because of that same reason.
Exactly.
Reputation, and I feel that when you start talking about certain
Personal clients.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. My turn. So we're going to cut.
Okay. Yeah, we'll
We're
cut
gonna
that.
cut that.
All right. So again, with the red carpet thing, that was definitely, a boulder. So one day, and I won't name the person, one day we was at the show and somebody eased up on me, that was a part of it, and asked me, hey, why wasn't, you at the red carpet? I said, I don't know. I guess things didn't work out for me to go or something like that. Maybe I was told something about tickets. I'm saying that, it might be not enough tickets or something like that, even though I saw people with their whole entourage, people that wasn't even on the show. But being, diplomatic like these said, oh, well, the rapper was there. I said, oh, is that true? He said, oh, yeah. The rapper was there. They saw each other and they, had a little conversation to the side. I said, oh, very interesting. Now, one of the things that he had did is that he came to me after the rapper did what he did, and he told me after a while that he felt bad about what the rapper did and that he was going to pay the debt for the rapper. So what he actually did was, now the rapper actually owed me, but I was only concerned with the cash that I had gave the rapper at the time. I was willing to cut all the security fees and just take that as a loss that he owed me. But he had borrowed cash from me, so that cash amounted. So he told me he was going to pay that back because he felt bad. You know what I'm saying? So I actually told him that was the honorable thing to do. That's something that I would have did immediately. It would have been no question if I had anything to do, with it or something. But it wasn't his debt, and I, didn't look at him for it was his debt because we had a conversation before I made the loan to him, and he kind of told me, I don't know, like he didn't want to have nothing to do with it. He was on his own. I was on my own, and I accepted that. But still, I would have paid it because that's who we are. So when he said that, I'm thinking, that's legit because that's what I would have did. He gave me to take care of the rapper thing and told me he would give me the very next week. The very next week came, he didn't give me anything. I didn't go to him and say anything because it wasn't his debt. I just ignored it. Couple weeks go by, a month go by, almost 2 months go by. There's nothing never said about this. So now fast forward back to after the BT thing, the person telling me that the rapper was there and they was together. So I'm like, is this why I wasn't invited? Because you didn't want me to see the rapper or something? So I asked him one day, I said, so what's up with you and the rapper? He said, oh, Bigga, I'm just being cordial to try to get my money back. You know what I'm saying? I said, okay, but how I'm supposed to feel? You know what I'm saying? What about my... He said, oh, you already got that, Bigga. I said, you bugging out. I get that. You didn't never give me that. You mistaken. You know what I'm saying? You gave me... He said, no, you got that, Bigga. I gave that to you. So I'm like, you didn't give me that, bro. What are you talking about? And then he broke my heart. Well, he did. He said, you don't remember the Christmas party? He said, you don't remember the Christmas party. He had took us out to a nice restaurant for Christmas. The whole team. He gave everybody envelopes. When I got my envelope, I opened it up. I was like, commendable for the brother, give me, because you don't give me no money anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, Christmas, that's how I do with my business, company. It's a little bit more than, but that's how we do with each other. You know what I'm saying? For Christmas. So I'm like, all right, maybe the brother, learning and catching up. You know what I'm saying? I accepted with pride. Like, he gave me something. He put his hand on my shoulder. He was like, the envelope that I gave you at the Christmas party, I walked away from him. I knew then, what kind of person are you? Are you serious? So actually you gave me short money on Christmas? Like I said, I'm so beyond this and I'm so past this, as you could obviously see. You know what I'm saying? I didn't need your alley-oop, but never needed you to create my show or whatever you trying to, you know, finagle to the people. Like I needed you to, you know, create a design that he had to. I'm asking him to take a break from what he doing to make me is that I want to be you. He said something about on Vlad. I want to be him. Wanted me to come up to him. Look, come on, what nonsense are we talking about here?
I just want to be clear. You're saying that he gave you a payment, not a bonus.
You got it right.
Let's be clear on that.
Yes.
You were referring to what he in his mind, he was giving you money, but he wasn't actually giving you money. He was paying you for a service, correct?
He was paying me the money back that he said that he was going to take over for the rapper's debt.
Oh, okay, so it's deeper than that, right?
You understand?
Right.
Yeah. So he's giving me my own money,
Right.
short money.
Right.
Short money.
Okay.
And that broke my heart.
Right.
How could you do something like that? Why would you put that in the Christmas card?
Right.
And everybody got Christmas cards. Exactly. And everybody got Christmas cards. So my Christmas card is my own money. Short money. On my own money. Are we serious? You know, are we serious? So yeah, it was just many things that helped trickle it down, you know, to the end. I could even go further into what you know. But again, I'm so over that right now. And I'm so over that. There's so much in my rear view. I want to do it like this. Welcome to Sun and Shield, the new non-alcoholic drink that is made by me, my wife, and my partner Vernick. This has been in our plan now for about 1.5 years. Took us to make. This will be out for all of you to buy. We come in different flavors. We also have wine. We also have beer. Very delicious drink, alternative to alcohol. So those that are on the comments like, oh, they got liquor. No.
Not liquor.
Tastes like liquor, but it's not. An alternative alcohol. And I welcome you all to come on the podcast and buy a bottle of Sun and Shield.
And spare your liver.
Can we move on?
Spare your liver.
Can we move on?
We have moved on. We've actually moved on and up. Well, I thank you, honey, for addressing that. This will be the last time it's addressed. And yeah.
Last time what?
Last time that you will spend your extremely valuable time.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Look at that. Like that. Poof, and it's gone.
Yep.